Hello everyone, you are welcome to Anchor Network where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Federal government to construct coastal rail to terminate in Onitsha, says Buhari, and says second Niger bridge now to be completed in 2021. President Muhammadu Buhari has assured the southeast geopolitical zone of a third bridge project, a coastal rail that will terminate in Onitsha with a spur onto Nnewi in Anambra State. He promised that the construction of the coastal rail would start next year that will pass through Onitsha to Asaba, from Agbo to Warri, from Warri to Utako to Ajakuta to Abuja. The president, who made the promise in a goodwill message at the weekend in Onitsha during Obi of Onitsha's 18th Ofala Festival, said there were many ongoing roads projects in the southeast zone. Buhari, who was represented by the Minister of Labour and Employment, Senator Chris Ngige, appealed to the host communities of Second Niger Bridge project to give peace chance to enable the construction firm to complete the project as scheduled. He said the second Niger Bridge is now a reality as work is ongoing, while the construction company handling the project has assured of completing the work 6 months earlier in 2021 than the scheduled date of 2022. The host communities should pipe low and should not demand too much compensation to enable the contractor to complete the project on time. The contractor, Julius Berger, said it will complete the job 6 months ahead of the stipulated time of 2022. The contracting firm promised that they would now complete the project in 2021. The second Niger Bridge is now a reality. The pillars are springing up. The funding of the project is in place from Sovereign Wealth Fund and Federal Government Fund. I want to assure the people of Onitsha, the people of Anambra State, and the people of Southeast Zone that the third bridge, which is a coastal rail that will terminate in Onitsha, with a spur onto Nnewi later. The construction will start next year. The railway go through Onitsha to Asaba, from Agbo to Warri, from Warri to Utako to Ajakuta to Abuja. The Enugu-Onitsha Expressway is ongoing. The Umoya section of the road that had been waterlogged has been done. The job is now moving down to Amensia and from there to Enugu. The most important parts of the job have been done. Then the road from Onitsha, Oba Amici, Uga, around the Zugo, Okigwe walk is also ongoing. Another road from Enugu, Okigwe, Umahia, Aba, Port Harcourt. The first section of the roads have been awarded, and immediately after the rain stops, the work will commence on those roads. There is award of 9 mile Otrukpo Makurdi Road. The southeast zone has not been left out in the infrastructural development, he assured. So guys, this is a good news to the southeast people, Biafrans, that rail, what is it called, the coastal rail that will terminate in Onitsha, is going to be done, and they're going to be starting it so soon. And according to what they are saying, it is people from that zone that will be able to testify. They say most of there have been a infrastructural project in that zone. They will be the ones to testify whether really all these things that they have mentioned, uh, are really true or are ongoing. They will be the ones to testify, because people have been saying different things, that there is nothing like any developmental project in that area. And also, the president was represented by Chris Ngige. Is it Chris Ngige? Yes. So that is the news is bringing to the people of the southeast, so that everything that they should not just demand so much. They should just pipe low. They should just try to relax. They shouldn't be too demanding. They shouldn't just to be in a hurry to do the needful. So that is just what you guys have, it's a good news if really it's going to be done, because promises upon promises have been going on before this government came in, and as they came in, they've been promising, and I don't know how many of them they have been able to fulfill as we speak. They've been promising Nigerians a lot of things, and this is not, it's not a new thing. So I think those are to me, they are just rhetorics that they always sing, so that people they will not say, but we have told you that we are going to do these things. Then why are you guys complaining? We have already said it, everything is in pipeline. Then you guys are just still trying to complain. Of course, people will tell you, oh, they have done this. To me, those are the things, like I always say, in the scale of 1 to 10, how can you rate them? There's no government that does not do one or two things, but the rate at which they do it is what we are talking about. We are not talking about maybe they don't do anything, but what you are doing, and if people cannot feel it, it's amount to you doing nothing. So, like I said, it is the people from the zone that will testify. According to what Ngigi has listed, they have done this, they have done that, they are doing this, some things are ongoing, some works are ongoing. So they will be the one to testify, because they already mentioned the places that they have touched and they have worked on. So the people will testify to that. But with all these promises, so it's something we finish in 2021 and all of that, I hope it will be so, because nobody believes the government anymore. The a typical example is the case of this minimum wage. It has been there. For how long have they been doing that? They've been negotiating and negotiating. Just before the election, they just quickly accepted. They say, oh, they have accepted the 30,000 naira minimum wage. But up until now, it has been story upon stories, back and forth. It's the same Ngige that told the labor that they need to, that these are the things, they've told them what they can afford and what they cannot afford. And if you are trying to say, okay, you are going to start with some set of people, what of the rest people? Where are you going to put them? Are they not part of the workers? But the only option he gave to them is that if really they really want them to abide with their own suggestion or their own demand, that means they have to lay some people off. That is the only way they can cope with that increment. So the rest people, where do they want them to go? At the end of the day, the same Ngige was advising the labor to go and meet with the private sector, so that they will be able to create jobs. So what is the work of the this thing? Okay, even if it is not it is the, maybe they are trying to tell the private sectors to try to create job. Is the environment conducive enough? Because they are laying people off here and there. Even the president, the government is saying they are going to lay some people off if labor really wants them to abide to their own demand, because as it is, that their demand is not doable at all according to the position of the government. Now they are promising a lot of things. So how do you expect people to believe you? In my opinion, because I can speak for myself, because I know a lot of promises have been made before now, and I don't know whether of up to 5% have been um fulfilled. That is, as I can speak for myself. And that is why I said people from that zone will be able to testify to all the things that Ngigi has said, that they have done this, they have done that. And now they are promising them another thing. Coastal Rail. It is a good thing if it's going to happen, because like I always say, there is no modern infrastructure in Nigeria as we speak. Even the Lagos that is even, they are always making noise here and there. Oh, their IGR is this and that. It's a total mess. That is just the way it is. Everywhere is nothing to write home about. The Lagosians are complaining, and to the extent now they are talking about it. They prefer the beginning to see the good work Ambody has done compared to what this man is doing. They are not seeing anything. They are complaining day in, day out. So it has always been. So if really they are going to abide with what they have said, or what they are going to fulfill their promise, it's going to be a good thing for to the Southeast people, because maybe they are doing all manner of things to make them feel good or to make them happy, but the action is what people really need. And someone says the coastal rail is from Lagos to Calabar to Port Harcourt and Spur to Aba. Nothing like Onitsha and Nnewi Spur, Mr. Minister. Someone said the meaning that it will the most important, that will be the most important rail line in Africa, an economic necessity if it is Onitsha Nnewi Aba linkage. Since 4 years, Lagos Ibadan rail is still progressing. Failed government, magic government. No single project have been completed you're talking of coastal rails to Onitsha. That would be the most strategic of all railway routes in Nigeria. Rail from Lagos port via inward Lagos, Benin, Warri, Asaba, Onitsha, Aba, Calabar, Port Harcourt. It will also, apart from commuters, also have haulage trains that can carry containers and oil tankers and goods from Lagos or near ports in Port Harcourt inwards. All these mentioned destinations to ease and make our roads safe and also limit fuel tankers and container accidents on the roads, and we most importantly generate revenues for government. It's a good one. All these things that this person is talking about, it's a good one if really it will happen. Those are the things that these guys they see in other developed countries. All these our politicians, they see all of these things. If really for a government that is really serious, since 2015 they would have started something that, okay, by 2019 everything, people will begin to see them. But what can we see? What can we really see? They've not been able to start it. So it's a good thing. That is how it ought to be, according to what this last a person commented. That is the ideal thing to do. That is the way it ought to be. It's not as if we don't know what is obtainable, but ability to be able to do all these things, that is what we are talking about. Now they are talking of taxation here and there. They say there's no money and all of that, and you have seen the budget. That is how they will be telling you they are going to do this, they are going to do that. I'm still using Lagos as example. Just like Sanwo-Olu, before he came in, Ambode is this, everybody say Ambode is not good, Ambode is this and that. And if you see the strength this guy was using to campaign, going from places to places, this Sanwo-Olu, at the end of the day, people think that as soon as he just gets sworn in, the action, everything, all the deaths, all the whatever, the traffic, whatever, everything will be a thing of the past. Everything, we just kick off. Up until now, it is story upon story that we are hearing. So guys, that is just my own opinion, because they will always come and tell you until we see all those things, because seeing is believing. You can't just be telling us this and this and that. These things are the things that you guys are supposed to do. Modern day infrastructure, but they will tell you story. They are still talking of Niger bridge. Up until now, we don't know how far they've gone. People from that zone should tell us what their experiences are and what stage are those works that Ngige, as mentioned, the stage the works are now. Let them tell us. They are the one living in that area. They will be able to testify. So guys, leave your comments below and let's have your take. Thank you very much.